Hi, and welcome to video number 2, which is SEO in relation to WordPress plugins. Now, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an overview of the 3 different SEO-related WordPress plugins, and then I'm going to go show you how to use each plugin step by step in more detail. So the first plugin that we're going to look at is called All-in-One SEO. This WordPress plugin will help your overall WordPress blog to be very search engine friendly. Now, the second thing you'll need to do is make sure that your images are also search engine friendly. A lot of people make the mistake of just making their content search engine friendly and not making their images friendly. So you want to make sure that your images are also friendly. Now, when Google or any other search engine comes to your website, if you provide them with a XML sitemap, it makes it easier for them to basically see your website as a whole versus just going to your website and trying to figure out what your website looks like. So let's go ahead and dive into these 3 SEO-related WordPress plugins. Now, before you install any WordPress plugin, there are a few things that you need to know. Now, as this example here, I'm using a site called LearnRubberStamping.com, and what I've done is I have installed a brand new WordPress site. Now, keep in mind that if you already have a WordPress website or blog or anything like that, that is fine. You can install the WordPress plugins at any time. So there are 2 things that I want you to do. First, you need to go to your WordPress blog, wherever that might be. Usually it's at www.yourdomain.com/ whatever folder you installed it in, and you put wp-admin, you'll get this page here. And then you'll want to log in to the site. This is your WordPress dashboard, and it's the location at which we'll activate the plugins, and I'll show you how to use the plugins. Second of all, you're going to need some sort of FTP program that will enable you to upload the plugins, because what we're going to do is we're going to go online, we're going to download the WordPress plugins, and then we will activate them. But before we can activate them, you have to upload them to the site. So because I'm using LearnRubberStamping.com, I need to log in to the FTP, the file manager of that site. And to do that, I would recommend a program called FileZilla, as you can see here. So if you go to Google, you type in FileZilla, it's free, and I love this program. It's a great program, and it's very easy to use. But before you can do that, you need to type in FTP. In this case, LearnRubberStamping.com. Then I need to type in the username and then the password. Let's see. And then you click on Quick Connect, and that should connect you to the website. Now, it really depends on where you upload it, but in this case, it's under my public_HTML. And if I go to the folder where I installed the WordPress site, in this case I installed it on the main domain, so you'll find a folder called WP-content. If I double click on that, you'll notice there are 3 folders: plugins, themes, and uploads. Plugins are the file plugins that we're going to use. As you can see, there is already one plugin called Akismet. And if I go here and I go to plugins, you will notice that there is one plugin called Akismet. I can activate it, I can delete it, and so forth. Now, you need to have this window and you need to have this program open before you get started. And I just wanted to show you that step by step, just in case you were unaware of that. But if you're aware of that, that's fine. You could have skipped over this. Now let's talk about the 3 SEO related plugins that we're going to install. The first one is called the All-in-One SEO WordPress plugin. So what I want you to do is go to Google, copy an all-in-one SEO pack, click on search, and sometimes if the title's wrong, you could always put next to it WordPress plugin. But all-in-one SEO is the actual name of that WordPress plugin. So I'm going to go here, and I'm at the WordPress website, and it says the all-in-one SEO pack. It automatically optimizes your WordPress blog or site for the search engines. That's really all you need to know for now. Now, to install this plugin, you need to click on download. Then you need to find the location at which this file has been downloaded to, which is here. I'm going to move this file over here. And then the next thing you need to do is you need to unzip that folder. So as you can see, this is a zip file. If I right click, open with, extract all in one SEO pack. So basically unzip that into its own folder. And you'll notice the folder says all-in-one SEO pack. And most of the time you'll find another folder inside that folder. So if you double click that, you will notice that there's a bunch of files here. These files are the program for the all-in-one SEO pack. Now sometimes plugins will have readme.txt. It's advised that you read, what it says and things like that, so you know how to use it. But as you can see, it's fairly simple and fairly short. So what I want to do is I just want to activate it. To do that, I want to find the folder, and then I want to open FTP. Make sure that you are in the plugins folder for the file manager. And I like FileZilla because you can just simply drag and drop. So right here, you're looking at my computer file manager, and right here, you're looking at the website. So all you have to do is left click, drag and drop, and that's it. Now I'm going to show you how to install the WordPress plugin once, and from that point I'll actually move on. In the other videos I'll just install them and show you how to use them. So this can take a few seconds. As you can see, it's already done. So once that is uploaded, then the second step I want to do is go to the administrative dashboard. So if you look under plugins, if I click plugins again or you refresh the page, I should be able to see the all-in-one SEO pack. And I have, so I can click activate this plugin. Now some of these plugins will have, as you can see, notes at the top. It says the all-in-one SEO pack must be configured. So go to the admin page to enable and configure the plugin. So if I click on that, I can go here, and you'll notice that you can begin to use it. So if you scroll down, if you click on settings, if you want to go to settings, you'll see the all-in-one SEO pack. So what I want to do is enable the plugin. Now you see this is home title, home description, and home keywords. What that means is every time the search engine visits the learnrubberstamping.com site, the front page here is going to have the home title, home description, and the home keywords. And if you don't understand what any of these mean, you can always click on them and it'll tell you. It says, as the name implies, this will be the title of your home page. So if I put something like Learn Rubber Stamping, tips and tricks, that will be the title. So anytime the search engine comes here, it'll see the title. But it is recommended that you figure out what keyword you want to rank on for the home title, And then you make sure that the keyword is in the home title. The description, let's say rubber stamping tips was our keyword. You want to make sure that in the home description you say something like, this blog will show you rubber stamping tips that you can use, blah, blah, blah. And then you'll also want to make sure that in the keyword section that keyword is also there as well. So you have other keywords and rubber stamping tips, rubber stamping advice, and so forth. Now these are checked by default. You can leave them checked. What post title format means is, you see, you have inside your blog, you have a thing called post and a page. So if I go to learnrubberstamping.com, a page is something like home page and about page. A post are, stuff like hello world. You don't see them up here. The pages for this theme are listed up here, and the posts are generally like, content posts and things like that. So you could have posts within a page. For example, on the home page, you have one post called Hello World. So just imagine that a post is within a page. Now you can leave all this as is. You can change it if you would choose to do so, but normally I will leave this as is, because whenever you create the actual post or the actual page, when your all-in-one SEO plugin is installed, it'll actually give you the option of adding, tags, titles, descriptions, and keywords. So you want to make sure you go through and check or uncheck anything you like. And once you're done, of course, you can update the options. So if I go back here, for example, you'll notice the title changed to Learn Rubber Stamping Tips and Tricks. And you can check that by right-clicking, and if I view the source code, you can see that the title has been changed to Learn Rubber Stamping Tips and Tricks. And the description is, this blog will show you rubber stamping tips that you can use, blah, blah, blah. And the keywords are showing up here as well. So as you can see, what I just did has been added to the actual blog or WordPress website itself. Now what I want to do now is I want to show you, if I go to the post section, let's say for example that I want to create a post. Let's say that I want to delete the Hello World post. So I'll move that to the trash. I'm going to trash that, but I want to add a new post. So if you go here, you'll notice there's no post. But if I create a new post, I add a new post. Let's say rubber stamping, or welcome to the rubber stamping blog. This is the post. It's post body. And then if you scroll down, you will notice that the all-in-one SEO pack appears down below. So this gives you the ability to create a title, description, and keyword for that specific post. So let's say, for example, that welcome to the rubber stamping blog. I want this to be the title, the description, and then the keywords, whatever that might be, Rubber stamping keywords for post. Now I just want to do this so you can see for yourself. When I publish it and I go back to the main site, you will notice that there's a post called Welcome to Rubber Stamping. Now if I click on that post, if everything worked, you see the Welcome to Rubber Stamping blog, this is the post body. If I right click this page and I view the source code, if everything worked, As you can see, it says welcome to the rubber stamping blog, learnrubberstamping.com. And if we go under the description, we can see that that's the exact description that we added. So as you can see, it gives you the ability for every post that you create to create and add a title, a description, and the keywords, so that when a search engine robot or bot comes to your site, it knows exactly what your post is all about. So now you can see that the all-in-one SEO plugin is quite powerful and easy to use. Now the second plugin that we're going to use is the SEO Friendly Images plugin. So now I want you to go to Google and I want you to put in SEO Friendly Images. Now that's the title of a WordPress plugin, as you can see here. But like I said, if you're not sure, you can always type that in and type in WordPress plugin next to it. Okay, so you need to make sure that the images that you upload have an alt tag and title attribute to your images. So when Google comes to your site, not only are your posts SEO friendly, but your images are as well. This is very easy to install. Just click download as usual. And then what I'm going to do next is unzip that file. And it unzipped over here. And I'm going to drag this and then drop it into here as shown. And that's already done. So I'm going to go over to the administrative panel and then activate that. So go to your administrative panel, click on plugins, find the SEO friendly images, click activate, and that's it. See, it automatically adds the alt tag and title tag to your images. So if you go to settings, you will see the SEO friendly images settings. So you can add an alt tag, title. See, I think everything is set. So what I want to do is I want to go to the post section. So let's go back to the post and let's go to the welcome to the rubber stamping blog. Okay, so what I want to do here is we're going to upload an image. Now what I'm going to do is I want to upload an image to this specific post so you can see. So let's see here. Let's say I want to upload an image right here. So you will notice under here it says add an image. If I click that, click select files. Then you want to choose the file, let it upload it, and then click on, let's see. Okay, so it allows you to add a title in the alternate text. So rubber stamping, rubber stamp. This is a rubber stamp. We'll just keep it simple. Let's put rubber stamp. Click insert into post, and there we go. Click on update. With the SEO friendly images, it'll automatically add a alt tag. So as you can see here, it has the alt tag, welcome to the rubber stamping blog. And that's it. So you definitely want to add images to your blog or your website just to make it more user friendly, but at the same time use that plugin and it'll make it SEO friendly. Now the third plugin is called Google XML Sitemaps, and as you can see here, it is a WordPress plugin. I'm going to click on that. It says this plugin will generate a special XML sitemap which will help search engines like Google, Yahoo, Ask.com better index your blog. Because guess what? A sitemap, the definition of a sitemap is basically something that tells, or something that organizes and shows a layout or blueprint of your whole site. So if you're able to do that in advance, Google or any other search engine comes, then they're going to be able to figure out what your site is all about. So like earlier, click on download. I'm going to move that file over here, and then I'm going to unzip that file. And then I'm going to move it over, upload it, activate it, and let me pause this and do that right quick, and then I'll show you how to use it. Okay, so I went ahead and uploaded that. And what I need to do now is activate it. So as you know the drill, click on activate. And that's it. What I need to do next is go to settings and XML sitemap. Says your blog is currently blocking search engines. Okay, I don't want that to happen. So I need to click privacy settings. I would like my site to be visible to everybody. Okay, so I'll go ahead and click Save Changes and go back here and refresh that. Okay, so here's the XML sitemap generator. It has not been generated yet. It says click here to build it for the first time. So as you can see, all the plugins really have instructions for you to use, and it's very, very easy to do everything. So there was a problem writing your sitemap file. Make sure the file exists and is writable. Okay, so I'm going to click that. See what it says. It says make sure your blog root is writable. You can make your whole blog root writable and plug in to create your files. You can do this by blah 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 blah. Okay, so what it wants me to do is chmod this to 755. That may not make sense right now, but I'm going to show you so that you can see for yourself how to do that. Right now I'm looking at the plugins folder, right? I want to go back to the main folder until you see the public underscore HTML. Now, different people are different. You might see something like HTTP docs or htdocs or HTML. What I want you to do is right click and click on file permissions. Now right now it says 750, so you might want to keep that in mind and know that it did that. So we'll just keep that in mind, keep a note that it was 750. But what I want to have it as 755. Click on OK and go back here, refresh the page. Let's see. I'm going to go back, click here, and as we can see it did not work, so I'm going to go back here and change the file permissions. It says 755 or 777. I can go back here and go back and click that again. If that does not work, there's other ways of going about that. Okay, so as we can see, that worked. And I wanted to show you that just in case you ran into that same problem. Okay, so it says your sitemap was last built on February 6th. Well, actually today is February 5th, so this must be day 4. Google was successfully notified about the changes. Bing was notified about the changes, and so forth. So I would actually recommend that you only build a sitemap after you're ready to notify Google, Bing, Ask, or so forth. The sitemap content can include the homepage, posts, categories. Unfortunately, I don't have categories, archives, or author pages. But if you did, you could also check these and then update that as well. So as you can see, that was very, very easy, wasn't it? Click on update options and there you go. Now, if you go back to FAQ, it says, you can create sitemap files. Let's say you don't want to make this file 777. If you don't want to do that, you can always follow these instructions, and they're really not hard to implement. If I click file permissions, remember they were at 750 earlier. I want to change that back to 750 so that somebody can't just hack into the site and stuff like that. So I'll enclose this, and that's it. So that's how to use the all-in-one SEO plugin, the SEO friendly images, which was really easy to use, and the Google XML sitemaps. Now let's move on to video 3.